Hi, my name is Joe with Cleaning Thankful Cleaning Services LLC, service in Kentucky and Indiana. We're located here in Jeffersonville, Indiana. So I want to take a minute here. I want to talk to you about something I had on my thoughts and had on my mind, and I want to tell you about it. So we're also going to make a blog about this, so we'll link it in the blog as well. But the question is, Joe, what's the price of tile and grout cleaning? I want to get my tile and grout clean, but I want to know what's the price, Joe. So we service Kentucky and Indiana. We're located in Jeffersonville, Indiana, like I said. So this is December 13th, 2024 is when I'm making this video here. And that way, you know about the date of this, so you don't look at it years down the road and you're like, oh, it's this price. I just want to let you know up front what the date is. So in 2024, December 13th, 2024, the price for tile and grout cleaning for residential and commercial. So let's break down commercial, because this is mainly what we do is commercial. So the commercial price for it would be, you're looking anywhere between 25 cents to $1.50 a square foot is what you're looking at for commercial. Depending on how many square feet you have. If you have more square feet, of course the price is going to go down. It could be a minimum job too. If you only have a couple hundred square feet, and so you've got, maybe a minimum job, and that determines whatever the company says. Hey, we need this much money to come out and clean your tile and grout, or your floors. This is what it's going to cost. So remember that. We have for floor work, specialty work like tile and grout cleaning, things like that, we have a minimum. So if you have, say, 100 square feet of tile and grout, we have a minimum to come out, and our minimum for that is $500. That's our minimum. But say you have 18, 19, 2,000 square feet of tile and grout, then we start dropping, doing by square foot. There's a price there. It's not at 2,000 square feet, but normally that's about the price you can pay, is about 25 cents to $1.50. Let's say you have 1,000 square feet, something like that. At some point there, we have it figured out where, hey, we'll come out and clean it for this much per square foot. Now, for residential, residential is a little bit more expensive because normally in commercial you'd have more less square footage, so you'd only have a couple hundred square feet, if that, especially here in Indiana, and over in Louisville, Kentucky, places like that. You wouldn't have as much, so you'd have more. That's why you get it cheaper in commercial. In commercial, you just see it, people walk on it and go home and blah blah. And then in your home, it gets more dirty because you're there longer. You may not, and that's why that is. You're just bringing in more soil because it's going to be one that's going to be more dirty, less square footage. And the price for residential could be, we'll say, right now it's about 65 cents a square foot normally. It can go anywhere from 65 cents a square foot all the way up to $1.75 a square foot. And that's just to clean it. Also on the commercial side, just to clean it, like I said, it's 25 cents to $1.50 a square foot. Depending on, different factors. Also the soil load is a factor, how many square feet you have, things like that. That's a determining factor, what the price is. What else was I going to say? Also, if you want to get it sealed, you may be asking, Joe, do you recommend, some of the company that came out, give us a quote, give us an estimate. They want to seal it. Should we have it sealed? If you're in a commercial facility, I recommend getting it sealed. That's me. I would recommend getting it sealed. And that's just where they put down a floor sealer. This is not a wax. It should never, ever, ever, and this is just my own opinion, you should never put wax on tile and grout. And the reason why, and I'll tell you that, there's some companies, some places that, they'll put it on there. But I'm telling you, when you go to clean that, tile and grout, you'll have to strip that out with, just like you do VCT floors. You'll have to strip that out, and you can hardly ever get it out of your grout lines. You could probably chisel it out cheaper than what you could pay someone to try to strip it out. So we recommend not doing that. Now, there is some facilities we've been to, they have had wax on their tile and grout, and we have done it. But this is on special circumstances. If they've done it for years and they keep doing it that way, and they're like, hey, we don't need it to look the best. We just want it to be shiny again. It's old. It's way back in 1960, 1950s, whatever. It's old. We don't want to take it out. Then you could put some wax to it. But know that when you do that it is going to be expensive to get that wax back out. If you ever decide, hey, let's go ahead and take all that wax off of that floor, it's going to be expensive. And I want to stress that up front, that so up front. So what the sealer will do, they'll clean your tile and grout. The company would come in, they'd clean your tile and grout, and then they would apply a floor sealer. This is just a topical sealer, like a sealer, and it'll dry and you won't be able to tell it's even in there. But when you spill stuff on it, it helps it not to get into your grout lines. Mostly is what it's mainly there for, is to get into your grout lines. And you want to do that just to keep it looking its best. And so if you get something on it, you can clean it, and hopefully it won't penetrate into your grout. Like if you spill Big Red, I can tell you from experience, if you use Big Red, say you're drinking Big Red and you spill it on, say, terrazzo floors, is where I've had the experience. And terrazzo is very porous, so it sucks up anything that gets spilled on it. So, and that's where you'll catch some people, they'll take and they'll put wax on terrazzo floors. Terrazzo floors are normally, they're honed, and that's the best way to do them. But you do see people that'll take terrazzo floors and they'll put wax on them. You can do that. They just think it's cheaper, and really it is. It's we'll say 75 cents a square foot to take that wax off, versus $3-4 a square foot to hone it. So you can tell the difference there big time. So people decide to do that. But the point of it is when I worked for a company over in New Albany, Indiana, years ago, they had spilt. We had went through, and the company wanted to strip the floor, take all the wax off the terrazzo, and then put down they didn't want to put nothing on top of it. And we were like, hey, you ought to put a sealer or something on this to protect this floor. They didn't. First kid comes down the steps, spills it, gets it in, it spills a Big Red on the floor, and it sucked into the terrazzo. So then it's very hard to get it back out, if you can even get it back out. So that's just an example. You want to do your grout lines like that. You want to get it sealed. That will protect your investment. It'll be easier to clean next time. That's why we recommend it. It's for easy clean next time, and then it won't stain your, some spills that you get on your tile and grout. You won't have to worry about it penetrating into the grout, like on your sanded grouts and things like that. It'll suck into there, and then that'll be a permanent stain. So you'll have to take a microscopic layer of grout off top of there to get it back clean. So that's why we recommend sealing it. But you can, you've got that preference. You don't have to seal it if you don't want to. You may ask, Joe, hey, should I seal my shower if I got my tile and grout cleaned in my shower, or should I seal it? I would recommend, I wouldn't really worry about it, just to be honest. That's just me, because you get so much abuse into a shower. You get so much water and soap scum and all that. That water's just going to wash it away pretty quick. You just use it so much, it's just going to wash it away too quick. Now, in your kitchen, if you're in the residential, in your kitchen, your bathroom, on the floor, that's fine. We just don't recommend doing it in the showers. You can. It's just you're just going to waste. To me, you're going to waste your money on sealing that bathroom. In the shower part, you're going to waste your money there. That's why I don't. I'd love to sell it to you, but it's not. It's not nothing that I wouldn't push you on it, because it's just not gonna. It gets so much abuse, like I said, in there. You don't want to do that. You don't want to. You're going to put it on today, and 3 months down the road, you're going to need to redo it again. So, it may be before that. It's according to how many showers is took in that shower. But on your floors, I'd recommend it. I would recommend you getting it sealed. And then you also may be asking, Joe, how do I know when I already get my tile and grout cleaned? If you look along the baseboard or along the wall, you'll see, we'll say you got white grout, right? So if you've got white grout on your floor, then up against the wall you see that white grout. But then as you come in the middle of the floor, you see that it's darker, it's black. Then that's a good indication. Hey, you're overdue for a cleaning. You need a cleaning. And the more you let it sit there and you build it up, and let it build up before you get it cleaned, then the harder it's going to be. And the contractor that comes out, the cleaning contractor that comes out, they may say, hey, Joe, or hey, Mrs. Jones, if, it's who it is. We're just going to pretend they're Mrs. Jones. Hey, Mrs. Jones, it's going to take a little bit for us to get this out of here, because, it's not been cleaned in 10, 15, 20 years. We do recommend you clean your tile and grout at least once a year. I'd get it cleaned, depending on the traffic. But that's just my thoughts, and I wanted to help you out with that. Like I said, we're located here in Jeffersonville, Indiana. If you're looking to get your tile and grout clean, just give us a call, 502-403-3526. We mostly do commercial work, but we do some residential, like I said. But I hope this helps you out. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments here on YouTube, or you can give us a call. We'd be happy to help you out. Another thing to think about too is when you're looking for a cleaning contractor for your tile and grout is, make sure that make sure that you're getting a good company. Ask for some before and after pictures. Hey, show us a couple of your before and after pictures. Make sure that they know, you can see some of their work. Here at Clean and Thankful Cleaning Services, I have quite a few tile and grout photos that I can show you when we come out and look at it. Just that so, and we can even do a demo if you want us to do a small demo, a couple square feet, or just do a little demo. Hey Joe, how clean can you get this tile and grout? We can do a demo for you as well. So, but I think that's covered everything that I wanted to tell you about tile and grout, what the price is for tile and grout cleaning, and educate you a little bit if you're out shopping for tile and grout cleaning. So give us a call if you're looking for it for tile and grout cleaning. My name's Joe with Clean and Thankful Cleaning Services LLC. Thanks for watching. We're located here in Jeffersonville, Indiana, but we do travel. So thank you for watching the video. See you in the next one.